Taurus, welcome my dear friend to Eureka Elementals. This will be your Dragon Energy and Elemental Activation reading. All of the cards have just been shuffled. The energies have already been cleared. And for the purposes, of course, of expediting all of this, we're going to jump right on in. You are meant to see this in whatever time, space, or dimension that you do see this. And of course, this will be for 2024. Whenever you see this in 2024, or beyond, okay? Because of course time is a man-made construct. It's more about energy, right? We're going to see which dragon energy is working with you at this particular point. And you have 25, Iridium, moon, pride of the heavenly. Okay, so this is from the Pride of Dragons Oracle, the pride of the heavenly. It says numbers 25. So 25 may be very important to you. 2 is about, of course, about your balance. 5 is about changes. And so, you know, you're going to be finding a lot of partnership, harmony, that will, of course, we end up in number 7, where you transform as a result, because of course 5 is about changes. So it will help you transform, perhaps in the areas of spirituality, or any of your intuitive energies as a truth seeker. Okay, so this part of the heavenly brings us wisdom and messages that are presented by 14 dragons from the realms of the heavenly angels. These messages are aspirational, almost ethereal in nature, and is the case, and as is the case with the heavenly wisdom, they are relevant at any given moment in our lives. The number here is 25, so let me try to find that one for you, my dears. And thank you so much for joining me. This 25, Iridium moon, angel, Azrael, angel who rules the moon, is called upon to help you achieve your goals. The element is ether, right? And water embody ever-flowing transformational energies. Didn't I say about the transformation? Right? The sapphire blue eyes of this dragon are seen in the stormiest of nights as it looks lovingly upon the earth. Its golden quartz crystal-like body is sleek as it floats across the night sky with effortless ease and grace. This dragon needs not exert its energy to outshine the sun, as it has the power to absorb and transmute solar energy just like the landscape of its birthplace, the moon. Our moon is a living being and a celestial goddess with rays of light more piercing than the sun, but gentler on the soul. Her many phases and see here, and their many applications in our world are well documented throughout ancient mythical traditions. Rituals, harvests, magic energies, and coastal tides ebb and flow with her cyclical movements and the lunar patterns in the sky. You are being taught by this dragon that you can harness the powers of the moon to do so much more than manifest or clear which does not serve. It also activates a divine secret within us. The secret is that we can call upon any phase of the moon and its representative utility at any given time. Your intention is the key that unlocks these divine transformational energies, no matter the phase or time. How, might you ask? It's simple. The dragon responds with a wink of its sapphire eyes. Focus on what you wish to achieve and then ask the moon to assist. Switching from thinking, you must follow a cycle and instead create your own timeline. It is all about intent and your desire to create. Exceptionally said. You guys, everyone on this channel knows I don't wear watches. I don't wear, not to say I don't have any, but when the situation happened back in 2020, I found my spirit said, enough of it, enough of this nonsense, take it off. And I've never worn a watch since then. I have no intentions of wearing one. Time is a man-made construct, and the animals don't wear watches, and we're all part of nature. And I figured, why should we? We know with the ebb and flows, when you rise or we go to sleep, your body tells you follow a cyclical, what is it called? Circadian rhythm. You're absolutely in attuned with nature. You're absolutely fine. And even with this rings so true, because a lot of times, and everybody said, you have to do this and this time and this time. I do things when my spirit leads me to do things, and I just focus on the intent. Intent governs. We're in the age of Aquarius, the age of mentalism. You're called upon at this particular time to think it into being. Your mental magic is the real thing. Your higher consciousness is the real silent revolution. This is what is occurring at this time. Okay, but Taurus, you already knew that, all right, because you're bloody brilliant. Okay, that being said, now let's look into your energy. So this is the dragon. Let's get the energies. Okay, let's see what's going on. You have a caring connection, and this is also ringing true. We looked at some of the numbers that were associated too. You're bringing that balance, it's harmony. It tells you, and it foretells of a good relationship coming into your life. Okay, next year 50, the angel of strength. Yes, people didn't know you were a roaring beast, Taurus. They didn't know, but you have this balance, because when you may have Leo in your chart, but when you have this strength, it also tells me that you've got your shadow side under control. Not only do you recognize it, you lead with the shadow. We all have shadows. Even here when I'm doing this, you can see we all have shadows, and your shadow knows you better than you know yourself. People are scared of the shadow. Lead with the shadow. Let the shadow lead. And then when time comes, you tell the shadow, okay, I got it now. I'll take over. And you now know, because you're in synchronicity with your shadow. So having that shadow, having dominion over the shadows, you can see is extremely important. Angel of Strength helps you with that. Next, you have strategy, number 21. Yes. As it pertains to your balancing in your beginnings and your creativities, you must strategize before you sign any contracts, okay? So, of course, making sure that it is aligned with all of the energies that you want to make sure that is in the best interest for all concerned, not just yourself, okay? Now let's look into your elemental activation at this point. Metal snake, okay? You're being told to embrace this great transformation. You have a lot of transformations coming in, my dear. The number here is 18. So for those of you who are paying attention to the numbers, you also have that wisdom that is coming with this transformation. So metal snake energy, okay? So embrace it. Embrace this great transformation that is perhaps leading to a caring connection. The angel of strength is telling you sometimes you have to allow yourself to play with the waves. The number is 59, right? Play with the waves. Play with the waves. Go with the ebbs and flows of life, okay? Dogs are happy. And so they learn to just be, and to go with the ebbs and with the flow. Strategy is clarified by, I love it, water snake, right? Number 30, right? To access your inner knowing, tap in to the divine, right? Tapped into that infinite source wisdom. Okay, tap into the moon as well. Tap into the moon. Okay, you may want to have strategy and ask the moon to guide you as to when you should do certain things, or the moon will guide you. If you're tapped in well enough to know when to make certain moves. Okay, you may strategize and decide to sign your contract on a particular date or time aligned with the phase of the moon that you believe is most beneficial to you. Okay, it's all about making, as the card said, the energies work with you, all right, and working with them. Okay, not on man's timeline, but on a spiritual timeline. Okay. What are you activating? Your Shambhala initiation, right? You're retreating to recharge. and you're trusting in the process. You have Dharma coming into you at this time, and that is a part of your great transformation. Yes, part of your great transformation that will also, of course, help you with this caring connection that you have going on at this particular time. Okay? That heaven, that the Shambhala, this is considered like heaven on earth, essentially, right? And next you have the temple of truth is the other thing, right? Your throat chakra, your authenticity, and your self-expression. Okay, so you're learning to play with the waves. Okay, the waves is the emotions. All right, water represents emotions, right? And so you're learning now to fill your own cup, to speak positively into your life. And of course, this is imbibing you with strength, right? Now that you, as again, that Heka energy, that sacred Heka energy, as a man thinketh, so he liveth. As you speak to, you have to speak power into your life. You have to speak strength into your life so that you can, of course, then manifest these things into being. Okay? So you're being called to do that at this particular time. Last but not least, what else are you activating? Seraphim's gateway, right? Voice activation. Didn't I just talk about that, your sacred Heka, right? Angelic attunement, your divine support, right? So you're making sure before you're taking angelic support, listen, you're strategizing, you're accessing your knowing, right? And your inner knowing. And once you do that, you're tapping into your inner knowing, right? You can then speak it into being. Your voice activation, your angelic attunement, okay? This is this higher knowing, right? This is the ability then to strategize with spirit and to have that access to a higher source, right? You're working not only with yourself, right? With the seraphim angels, but again, the moon. The dragon of the moon, okay, which is the pride of the heavenly. It's giving you a gateway access as well, a heavenly gateway, okay, the seraphim's gateway, okay, that's another dragon type of energy with the pride of the heavenlies. So you have multiple ways to access this divine energy within and around you at this particular time, Taurus. Really, everything is aligning for your full benefit. Speak it into being, right? And of course, keep a journal and a log, it says here too, of all of what's happening with you so that you can really, at this point, then see the fulfillment of everything the divine has planned and promised you is coming to fruition. Okay? Let's see what's coming out for you in the tarot. Yes, the Four of Cups. Absolutely balanced energy. Absolutely balanced energy. So you have this stabilizing, right, situation where perhaps you had before, and you're in an apathetic kind of contemplative. You may have had this energy in the past, okay? As it applied to some of your situations where you believed, okay, well, I'm not getting enough from these relationships. You're being called now. This is the past energy, right? Past, present, future. This is the past, right? You're now being told no more of this. You have to have a retreat to recharge, right? Trust in the process. And know that Dharma is on your side. Not karma, Dharma. You've done the good. Okay? There's no more time for you to believe that you're missing out on perfect connections. This disconnection. You're not going to feel sorry about these things that perhaps happened in the past. Okay, you may have an issue. For some of you all, this is the energy that you have. You are sad about what happened in the past. Spirit wants you to now think of things that have a higher chord, retreat, recharge, right? Embrace this transformative stage of your life. Everyone that came in your life and have left, They were there for a lesson. If you fail to learn the lesson, you will repeat it. You will continue to be in relationship with the same energy time after time after time if you choose not to pay attention to the lesson. That was a lesson, right? In the present now, that was in the past. In the present, though, you're in a 9 of Pentacles. Why? You have, you've been working, so you learn from that lesson. You've been working with the angel of strength, and the angel of strength had you level up with your wish fulfillment. You've got your wish fulfillment, right? Yes, you had the fruits of your labor, darling. You have your rewards, right? And so you have had your great level up. You've had a good level up here. And it's good. Now, in this particular deck, sometimes they have different meanings than what we would normally associate with things. Let's see what they have here for you for that. And let me see also as well on the cups, because like I said, this deck has been a little different. Yes, discontented love matters and leads to separation and loss. Yeah. Okay, so that was correct on the cups. Now let's get to your pentacles. You know, people are always about their pentacles, darling. So let's get to the pentacles here. Let's see. In this one, what was it? 9. Okay. Yes, it says here. Okay, so you're about to have a substantial reward for your accomplishments, and you'll be able to afford to relax and enjoy more contemplative inclinations. Don't shout out your friends and family, however, because they have had to put up with your darker moods and have had to probably help you through them much more than you know. So this is what this is being told. You'll be getting a substantial rewards. And didn't I say you were leading with your shadow? You were leading with the shadow side when I saw the angel of strength there with the lion, right? So you are being receiving a substantial reward also for this loss that you suffered here in the past with this relationship. But this relationship led you, when you went through the dark night of the soul that this relationship forced you into, you end up in a Shambhala initiation, which got you to the strength. Once you got to the strength now, you had to learn to be lighthearted like a little puppy here and play, and then started to speak truth and love into yourself, which is the reason why now Spirit is rewarding you with the 9 of Pentacles. Okay? Now let's see here. Future, right? So you have your past, present, future, the outcome. Okay? Now you'll have the Ace of Wands, honey. Woo! New beginning. Okay, lots of new beginnings and creations here, but let's see what it means specifically in this deck, because like I said, this deck has been a little different. Okay, so for your Ace of Wands here, it says upright. Ace of Wands represents the beginning of some great new practical venture or career. It is time for putting your boldest ideas into action, pushing back the boundaries of possibility and sharing your enthusiasm with the world. Now, when everything is flowing your way, it's a time to exercise your talents, stake out your territory, and show the world what you can do. So you're about big things. This is what's happening for you. You're about big things. And this is the reason why you're being told to strategize, right? You strategize. You had that water snake energy, access to inner knowing. The Seraphim Gateway gave you the angelic attunement, right? And your voice activation, angelic attunement. And that has led you now to your Ace of Wands. So you had to access your inner knowing, get attuned by the Seraphim, come out here with your Ace of Wands. And all of this was started out, of course, with your being able to have that strategy. So you're putting it all together, darling. You're putting it all together, and you're doing an exceptional job doing so. And the divine is blessing you with this fortuitous new venture that's going to set the world on fire, is what I'm hearing here. Setting the world on fire with what you plan to do. So whatever your plans are, Taurus, it's going to be very grand. Now let's get your message from the universe and your crystal one. You will soon be surprised and grateful for how everything happened the way it did, for you to receive better and greater. It's all adding up in your favor. Trust the process and know things are unfolding for you. Trust the process and how things are unfolding for you. Like I said, this loss was the best blessing because it's leading you to your mega level up. Okay? You're getting rewarded by the divine, and it's a big reward at that. Your crystal, your angel, a crystal message is citrine. Yes. Okay? Unnecessary worries. It says here, release the burdens of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. And you did. And when you did give them, you had your Shambhala initiation. So yes, so use citrine to help you as well. As citrine is also good for money matters. Citrine will help you out with your business and also with your Ace of Wands. It can help you be very successful in your business ventures. And my dear, that is your my goodness, dragon energy and elemental activation, Taurus, with the Iridium moon. Looks like how you're about to make some mega magic happen. Good for you and all the best.